Hey, what's happening, guys? This is Mike Moo here, and today we're going to take a look at the Black Ember version 4 modular backpack that was just released. I'm one of the early Kickstarter backers, and we have, I have the fast pack version, and if you could check out the details over here, the campaign information gives you an idea of what's going on here, but we're going to actually take a close look directly at the pack itself. This was successfully pledged at 40,154 backers, of which I am one of them. And since I pledged for the fast pack, I got my pack early, which is fun. So I thought that I would actually share online what it is that you expect to get once you actually get it. All right, so now let's get right onto it. So the fast pack is not a lightweight device. That is not a lightweight backpack. I was actually surprised because, you know, these days when you buy a backpack, you don't expect it to come fully loaded with all these options and modularity options, and that comes at a bit of a cost in terms of weight. So this pack fully loaded, I think it came out to be about, with my options in there, which you'll see in a little moment, came out to be roughly about 8 pounds or so. So let's take a closer look inside. This is the front of the bag, of course, as it comes, and I actually installed the straps on there. So the straps that you see are actually included in my fast pack option, but you can buy these things here all separately. It is made of Cordura, which actually is weather resistant. However, they also give you a rainfly cover that you can go ahead and attach on the inside, which is pretty helpful and pretty useful when it comes to a downpour. At the top over here, we have a leather grip handle that is actually really comfortable to carry. It's a little bit different from the version 3 pack that I also got backed on Kickstarter. And this has some pretty cool, interesting features. Let me switch down to a top-down view here. This has some pretty decent feature that allows you to go ahead and remove the Velcro if you didn't want it. And it just becomes, you know, you can take this and use this actually elsewhere, but it actually has some Velcro down at the bottom that allows you to attach it and remain solid as well. So this is actually a lighter weight option than the version 3. So you can actually remove that and stick that somewhere else. But the version that I got, which was the Fast Pack 3, actually comes with an extra handle that you see over here. This handle allows me to go ahead and attach and reattach it through these Hypalon straps here that you see here at the side of the pack. So you can go ahead and attach that and remove it if you want. So if you want a handle, you can attach it. If you don't want a handle, you can go ahead and remove that as well. And this is, of course, also leather wrapped. And as you can see, it's the same thing over there where you can go ahead and if you wanted to reuse this handle somewhere else, it's pretty cool. You actually have the option to, and you can go ahead and do that as well. So you can go ahead and remove that, and this will save a little bit of weight. Personally, if I know I'm not going to be using the side part here, this is one of the things that I remove because I actually don't need to use the handle all that much in my experience in using the version 3. Okay, so these are attachment straps here, and these actually came included, I believe, with my fast pack. If not, they're actually a bit of an optional accessory, and there's a nice clicking feeling of all their equipment. These are pretty solid attachment points. And I've actually used this to attach and just to play around with and attach some of the modular portions that I was able to use on the T3, but it actually doesn't work out that well. What I wished actually was that in the V4 pack that they had the option to choose another pack that allows the Hypalon loops to go down all the way so that you can go ahead and use some of the accessories and modular attachments on the pack like you can on the version 3. So I'll show you that in a little bit of a second. All right, so other than that, it's nice and clean. This is a really nice, clean style and look to it. In the front and at the top, you actually have this little organizational panel over here. It's really basic. You can stick in things like a phone, you know, Leatherman down here, whatever you like. This would probably fit a nice MacBook charger in there, so that would be pretty useful to have. They also have these Hypalon loops that allow you to go and attach one of the things that that they also introduced with the V4, which was the passport pack, which I think I currently have attached to the front of the pack. Now you'll notice over here on the side we have reflective interior, which is very useful when you're looking for things rather than have it all black. Okay, so you have that over here, you have that over here. It's slightly dull reflective is what they say. I like it a lot. There's also this little attachment for you to go ahead and stick on keys or anything else on a loop. It's the same high quality attachment point that I showed you earlier with all their gear. And it's pretty straightforward and simple there. So that's what you have in here. This actually runs pretty deep. Like I can stick my whole arm in here, the whole arm's length, the whole length of the pack. You can actually stick your arm in there. And if you actually needed to and you wanted to, you can actually stick your laptop down here in the front as well. But keep in mind, there's minimal padding and protection on here. You'll probably want to go ahead and stick it in a nice case. Okay, so let's go ahead and close up the front over here. And let me show you a bit on this side right here. All right, so take a look at that. So what I've noticed that they've improved on the version 4 are these backpack straps over here. These backpack straps are actually beefier and have a lot more cushion and ventilation than the version 3, which is the one that I own. I don't have version 1 or version 2. I didn't know about them. I just found them by accident on Kickstarter. So these I feel are improvement in comfort, and it really helps quite a bit with the way the bag feels on your back, obviously, when you have something so heavy starting out, so you kind of don't feel the weight as much on your shoulders. So it's actually fairly comfortable. Now you'll notice also on the front I have some attached accessories on here. This here is the passport pack that came with my fast pack package, and it's not bad. It basically allows you to go ahead and attach. So let me show a top-down view here. It allows you to go ahead and attach and put in cards. You know, you can stick in money in here. It's got this Hypalon pocket down here. It's got a little section for you to stick on a mini pen, not a full-size pen, otherwise it sticks out. And you also have sections here. You should see some examples of what they have in here. I actually haven't really used this much yet. And then in the front, there's this nice, also, I hope I'm saying this right, this Hypalon with a magnetic attachment, which actually will fit a full size without a thick case iPhone 7 Plus in here carefully. So that's what I'm planning on doing with it, is actually sticking my iPhone in here at the top and attaching it to the front. But likewise, you can easily also attach this into the inside if you want, in case you want a little bit more protection, or you don't need it to be easily accessible. And these attach to these really cool things. I don't even know what the name of these are, but I see these used in other packs as well, so that's pretty useful. So this can go ahead and attach right here inside. And also, because of these Hypalon loops here on the inside, you can also attach some of the other accessories. You can see a list of compatible accessories later on the website, on the Black Ember website, and you can order them yourself separately for your pack. So this was designed to fit in here fairly easily. Let's go back to the front of the pack. Okay, so the front of the pack, we'll take a look at one side of the shoulder panels here. Here's one thing that I haven't figured out is what's going on here. There's actually this. I have no idea what this is for. Just no idea. So if Black Ember, you're looking at this video, please let me know what this is for. I really have no clue. I like the Hypalon loops over here that allows you to attach things. It goes along with the whole modularity concept there. And then this is a nice sternum strap that then attaches to the other side here, so that it actually sits pretty well on your shoulders. And on this side, this did not come with my fast pack. I actually got this with my version 3 pack, and this is just a nice little pocket organizer. I have the little panel here over here on the side, and there's actually two little slots here, two pockets here, one in the front and one over there in the back. And this also attaches via magnetic. So this is pretty useful for me on the go. I actually like to also stick in other little accessories in here. If I'm out photographing things, I'll just stick it in here as I'm walking around. So this, of course, is the same thing. You can also just easily remove this, just like so. Like that. Yeah. All right. So that's this portion here. Oh, another thing which I haven't tried, but you can actually stick these inside and completely hide it away. They show it on the website, but it's actually not as clean looking on the actual pack that I got anyway. So, and that's because we actually have in the back here this nice. I don't even know what to call this. This vent, I want to call this nice central channel vent on another accessory that you can also get, Modular Accessory. And this is actually to go ahead and attach your backpack. Attach an external laptop compartment for your laptop. And this has quick release here on the sides, right here. See that? And you can just go through, hopefully get through security through there pretty quickly and fairly easily. This is the main pack as I got it in the back. As you can see, the whole thing is fully vented. I think the reason why there's no channel in here is because they designed this such that you can easily remove this piece. Remember the whole modular concept? Remove this and slide this directly inside here, and in order to not compromise the ventilation that you get from here, and also to make it easier for you to attach these shoulder straps in here, they had to make the whole panel like this. They didn't really mention that, I think, in the website or the updates. But anyways, you can have a somewhat clean appearance, so you can kind of carry it around somewhat like a briefcase. Okay, so let me stick this out and bring this back out here. At least I think that was the intention. All right, and of course there's plenty of adjustability over here. So all I can tell you is that it felt pretty comfortable during the two times that I took it out with somewhat tested gear. All right. Looking back here in the front, or actually, there are compression straps that I actually did not have attached, but these are compression straps up here at the top. You can also strap stuff up here as well. These, I think, came with a pack, so you can compress it, cinch it down if you don't have a full pack, or if you're not using one of the really thick modular bags inside. Okay, so enough about that. Let's take a look at the inside of Modularity, how modular it is. And I'm actually going to reattach this guy. So I'm going to reattach this guy in here, over here on the side, and again over here on this side. All right, so you'll need to tighten this up, otherwise it comes floppy, and it's really not too hard to tighten that up. So I'll show you that here. It's right there. You want to tighten that up and tighten this up. Okay, same thing you see down here. There are also cinch straps down here at the bottom. Same thing to the top and the bottom. And these do come included, or at least they came included with my version of the pack. I suppose you can buy it all bare bones, but then you miss out on the modularity portion. Okay, now the big moment we've all been waiting for is the inside, the modular pack. What makes it modular? The zippers are very, very high quality YKK zippers. I think they said it was oversized, but I think it's somewhat the norm these days with really high quality packs. All right, so right now I have 3 modular packs in here, and the reason is because I went with 2 mini DSL R1s. So these are the mini DSLR cubes right here. That's roughly the size. You can actually fit a DSLR in here along with an attached standard lens inside here, and then it comes with these 2 dividers. so you can adjust as necessary, or adjust if you want. I took out the cameras because I was actually using it on a different shoot, but you know, you can use your imagination and stick those things any way you want. Of course, you don't actually have to use it just for DSLR equipment or lens equipment. Stick in whatever you like. And then at the top of these cases, there's actually a little mesh pocket that you can also kind of semi-see-through. That then you can attach other things such as perhaps extra battery or two, maybe some cables, you know, just anything flat, gray balance, little mini gray balance sheet. And then you got this little Hypalon loop thing that is actually fairly easy to go ahead and zip and unzip. Kind of cool. I just wonder how long this will last if someone's rough with it. Still, it's nice. It's a nice touch. Each of these also come with a shoulder strap. So here's an example of that shoulder strap. It's somewhat thin, but it's got this nice mesh over here that helps keep everything hopefully nice and cool in sweaty conditions, and where areas where there is a lot of humidity, I think this will come in really handy. So it's a decent strap. And these attach here on loop points, and let me just show you the modularity and removing of this. I just twist it. There's little orange loops on the bottom of each of these packs that show you where to pull, and you basically just twist it out, and then you can re-snap it in any of these basic configurations as you like. You see that you attach that, and I can remove it from one side to the other side, move it top to bottom, or re-engage it. I will say that unless you remove these little tags here, sometimes they get in the way of attaching. So I had that problem when I first got it, and you know, it takes a little. The magnets aren't so strong that it automatically moves and attaches. You actually have to wrangle it a little bit, but then, you know, once it's attached, it's attached. It's really not coming off. Okay, so easy in. It's easier to get out than it is to get in there. Okay, so that's it. There's this nice little pull handle here. I'm really looking forward to the bigger cube that actually takes up half the size of the bag, because that's where I'm going to stick in my Mavic Pro drone and fit in bigger DSLR equipment. So that won't actually come in until September, unfortunately. Okay, so that's one. I have another one identical over here. I actually got two of them. See, they come in and out, same exact thing, really well built, and I think it's weather resistant, but probably wouldn't be perfect. I mean, you wouldn't be dunking this in a lake or anything. I'm not sure exactly water resistance, nor am I going to test it in a video here. Okay, this is one of the compression bags, and I'll also remove this easily. So you see, this is the grid down here with the nice, I want to call it mag locks that then you can go ahead and move around and attach. So this is one of the compression things that came with my fast pack. So take a look inside there. As you can see, it's got this dull reflective interior down here as well. And yeah, basically you can stick anything that you want in here, whether it's clothes, camping gear, just anything, and then you can cinch it down with these two buckles here on the side to take up as least amount of space as possible and to keep your bag a little bit more stable. They've got little loops here for you to attach things, I don't know, pens, batteries, something small, and then another mesh loop over here. It seems fairly straightforward. Don't believe I mean, if you keep something liquid in here and it's gonna spill, I'm sure it'll spill out of the zippers. It doesn't have anything like that to help you with that. But it's got these nice Hypalon loops, zipper loops. Okay, not actually loops, zipper pulls on there as well. And then you also have this nice little handle here at the top. One thing I was looking forward to with the half-size ones that are not featured in this video, because I don't have them yet, I'll let you know when I do, is that in their DSLR cubes with ones that's half the size, there's actually an opening at the top of them that allow you to then take photo gear in and out. So I plan on doing that when I'm out and about, is opening up the bag from the top part way and maybe taking out the camera equipment. But the idea with those is that they all come with these shoulder straps, and you can take these out as minimal carry throughout your day, and you can leave the rest of your pack in a hotel and home, I don't know, in a car, wherever it is that you like. Okay, so I'm just gonna stick these back in here. magnetically. The first one's usually easier. Second one is in there like that. So theoretically, if you can figure out the modularity of this, is you can then configure and buy a bunch of these different cubes and attach them as needed for whatever outing that you have, or to help you organize them. Now, one thing that is not so great about the cinch straps, and maybe the reason why I won't be using the cinch straps that much, is because these things don't compress down due to the foam padding, right? It's got the padding on the walls right there. So if you're going to have two padded or one big padded DSR cube at the bottom, it makes sense for you to configure it maybe a certain way. So maybe configuring it such that the ones that won't cinch down are all at the bottom, right? And you just attach that there. And then this way you can cinch the top of the pack and leave the bottom uncinched, and at least you'll take a little bit less space. Or keep the compressed stuff up at the top, vice versa, because these actually will not compress. I think that pretty much covers everything about the bag that I've tried and tested. I mean, there's not a whole lot to it. The concept's really cool. I wish it were lighter. The Hypalon, if you weren't familiar with it, there's also Hypalon straps here on the side. I bought these extra straps so that I can attach tripods. Previously, on the TL3 version, I actually used these to attach water bottles. This one, I'm going to need a really long water bottle in order for it to work. So I'm going to have to take a look at see what kind of water bottles I have going on. And this is optional. This was not included in my fast pack, and I actually just took this directly from my version 3 pack. And this is an extra waist belt thing that you can then modularly attach, which then gives you other additional points to attach new things. So I have another thing that I brought over from my version 3 pack, and this is just another one of those pockets that could be useful for keeping things readily accessible while I have the bag on. This adds a little bit to comfort, helps you distribute a little bit to the weight, and gives you 2 more areas that you can attach some more of their modular accessories. Now, if you've seen some of the other videos, some people don't like to attach all these things because they simply don't use it. And it's true. If I'm going out somewhere, typically I'm not going to carry a lot of stuff. I'm not going to keep the waist strap on. Because at some point, with all the things attached, you look a little bit silly walking around, just walking around. I mean, you definitely stand out. And sometimes when you're a tourist, maybe you don't want to stand out so much. One thing I almost forgot. There is this pocket at the very top of the bag, which I actually don't find to be that good. And because it's hard to fit anything large or big in there. This opening here is, because there's a structural backing to the pack, it's difficult to slide things in and out here. So whatever you're sticking in there is probably going to be really flat and long and fairly easy to carry. But well, I suppose you can say it's more difficult for pickpockets to get to, but I'm just finding it's going to be more difficult for me to get to. Let's say if I have a pack of gum in here, it's going to be more difficult for me to reach in there and get it. And my hands really aren't that big or thick, and the opening does not open up super wide enough. It's just kind of a little bit uncomfortable. So I'm getting a little bit into nitty-gritty details on here, but I thought I should mention that. Finally, here's the cool rainfly. Almost forgot about that. Cool rainfly that I actually have just attached just temporarily right here. This is available separately, of course. You don't always need it unless you're here in California, it doesn't rain that much, but when I get up to Portland, it might be raining all the time. And looks like I forgot this other section where there are actually 2 other pockets here on the top. Right here. 2 other pockets here on the top. Right here, and the mesh pockets over there. And then another section for you at the top, at the front of the flap to go ahead and attach. You can just slide in a whole laptop in there. So that's pretty cool. Okay, I think I covered just about everything. I mean, this is becoming a really long video. I suppose if you're watching all this, you know, you are you are a bag freak or bag fanatic. Maybe more so than me, because I know if a video is this long, you know, that's what's great about the YouTube videos, is that you can go ahead and fast forward and reverse to any areas that you may not be interested in. Okay, so let's see if there are any questions that maybe I can try to answer here on, let's see, on the comment section here. See what we got. Oh, I should mention that I had some questions for the Black Ember community, actually the team at Black Member, and they responded really, really quickly. So here I am, I'm asking about this, and I'm showing that I share with YouTube that I'm going to take it on a trip to Vegas, San Francisco, then Portland, and yeah, I asked them about the bigger DSLR cubes, and that's actually coming next month. So I'm really looking forward to that. So they actually have all the answers that you might want covered. Oh, I will be right back. I think I'm going to weigh this bag the way it is right now and see what I get for some weights on the bag. So let's see where I'm at right now. So the bag that I have right now, as configured with the 3, is, yeah, it's around roughly 9 pounds. This is roughly 9 pounds. And that is with three of the modular cubes inside, with the backpack attachment thing here, thingamajiggy here, and the additional waist strap, and the additional modular pocket here, with all these other straps involved, minus one of the straps there, and a little leather handle. So that's 9 pounds. So actually, more or less fully equipped. Well, actually, I actually have a MacBook adapter back inside that I forgot to remove. So yeah, I think we'd be right around the 8 pound mark without most of my gear in here. So definitely keep that in mind. This is probably not something that I will be walking around all day long with. I think the idea is just to be ready, pack stuff ready to go, and then keep the main bag mostly probably in a hotel. So this would be a travel to and from pack, but we'll see. I'm going to be testing it out there. So I will let you know. Just comment if you have any questions. I'll try to answer them. If not, that's it for this video. I hope this was useful to you in some way. If it was, please give it a like, give it a share, subscribe, and yeah, and keep checking back. I'll have more interesting videos like this. Thanks for watching.